Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. On the road earlier this weekend with family in Indiana, enjoying the graduation of nephew number 3. Yeah, my nephew Ray graduating from high school. And I've talked about how his mom is having a hard time adjusting. But the one thing I've tried to impart on him and his next younger brother, who will graduate next year, is while it seems like a big event now, enjoy the moment, enjoy the surroundings, enjoy it for what it is, but put it behind you and move on. There's so many people that make graduations such a big deal. I guess he'd be nephew number 5, Will? Yeah, I think Will's 5. Yeah. Will's 5th in line. So I try to number them so it's fair to everybody. So he's the 5th oldest. You can't say one. Anyway, he graduated from 6th grade, and they had a graduation ceremony on Friday morning. I was going to go, but my wife suggested they stay back with a cat. Don't come in on Thursday. Stay the extra day at home. Cat's not feeling well. Cat's having some health issues, and just one less day with us gone was better for the cat. So I had no problem. I didn't want Will to feel bad. But I thought to myself, 6th grade graduation, whoopee. I know we had some kind of ceremony, some kind of program. Parents weren't even involved in front of the school in 6th grade when we moved on to the junior high school. But other than sing some stupid songs, some then popular songs, or songs that had been popular in the last few years, it was no big deal. We didn't get a diploma or anything. And I thought to myself, whoopee, you're just going to another building, another school. I guess at that point, when you're in 6th grade and you've already been in a couple of school buildings, because I'd moved during my 1st grade year, you realize, it's not that big a deal. But I know it's a big deal to graduate high school. For some, there may not be any other schooling. We already know for nephew Ray, he's going to DePaul University in Indiana, and already on track, ready to go, and is ready to move on, which I fully get. Again, having gone to 2 high schools, having had some close friends at both schools, but still being always kind of a loner, being always in my own world, I know what he's going through, but I don't. Especially when my graduating class was almost 600 people, and his was like 75. He goes to a small school, a small private school, where I went to one of the big high schools. And I couldn't even tell you what my other high school's graduation class would have been. Almost probably equally as big, or if not more. I don't know. But it's one of those things that I realize these events are big deals. Same thing with college graduation. I told him, they're monumental moments at the time. But here now, looking back 40 plus years on both of them, I remember so little. And I guess you could say that's sad. But in everything that's happened in my life, everything that's happened professionally, that, I've experienced in my personal life, I've had an amazing life. And the 2 graduations of my life don't even probably rank in the top 50 most important events of my life. I don't know what the ranks would be on any of them, but, when you help raise millions of dollars for charities, when you've done good, when you've helped the community, when you've been there for people during, severe weather, after recovering a hurricane and a tornado, and you're there on the air for 25 hours straight and being the only companion some people have, you feel a magnitude to that. You feel something more than a graduation where it's like, yeah, just check the box, mark it done, here's the diploma, move on. It's almost like, to me, a graduation is just you endured this many years, whether it's 12 years or 4 years or whatever it is, and congratulations, here's your certificate. Thank you very much, here's your watch. I know it's not a popular thought, but I know, especially in Ray's case, he's going to be bringing so much more to the world, and his world is going to be so much more fulfilling than his years of high school. I also think, too, he's ready to go, too. I don't necessarily get the sense, yes, it's a touch point, and it's a big deal for Mom, and he's the first to graduate, and blah, 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 but I've not lost sight of how he sees the impact, but I hope for the same point knows it's just the beginning of the next part of his life. And that's something cool and something fun. And I know it will be for him. Back next week, another Road Warrior, kevinmason.us, home to all the Road Warrior videos. Oh, I see we're all slowing down for a police officer on the side of the road here. Or is it a state trooper? I don't know. We're slowing down to way slow, and I'm 3 lanes over. That's what it was. Anyway, back next week, another Road Warrior. Thanks so much.